Where's Yuya right now? Either in the lab or possibly gallivanting around like a nincompoop. This would be a lot easier if we could use our phones. But we can't. Off to the lab. Here we are. Oof. My throat just like went, you can't speak. I wonder if he's still in there. As we turn the corner, let me guess, Scarecrow Man? Scarecrow buddy! The Scarecrow Man blocks our path. Ah, shh. Ooh. Ah. Of all the... Sakuya, run! Ooh. Wow. Don't order me around, Feral. Dude, the fuck am I... What else am I gonna say? No, fight it. We lost it. Right? Oh. Shoot. Sakuya and I must have run in different directions. Great, because splitting up always is just... This is gonna be great. Oh, great. I hope he's okay. Of all the times to run into that thing again! If it's lying in wait for us like that, we can't rely on the noise of its arm to find it. Sorry, my phone buzzed and I was trying to make sure that someone wasn't trying to get a hold of me. Anyway. We can't rely on the noise of its arm to find it, and the dome makes the building dark, so it's kind of hard to see. I'd better be careful. Where is it now? I want to head straight to the lab, but... Did I just hear something? Nageki? Nageki! Anyway, sorry. I really like Nageki. What are you doing here all alone? Did you see the wall outside? There's been an emergency and everybody's supposed to gather in the gym. You should... Your... Kawara Ryota? He knows my name? Have I met him somewhere before? Yeah, have we met before? The unfamiliar morning dove shakes his head. This is the first time we've spoken. Why do you know my name? She told me. Miss Rusey. Scarlet? Oh, right. Didn't she say she made friends with a freshman who's in the library all the time? Can I ask your name? Fujishiro Nageki. You were friends with Scarlet then? Did you maybe see her after school yesterday? Was she acting strange at all, or... Oh, shoot. He didn't hear the emergency broadcast, so he probably doesn't know what happened to her either. She's... Don't worry about it. You don't have to explain again. Huh? I already know. Oh, she washed up here and spoke to me. Which can only mean one thing. She's dead. He doesn't exactly make things easy to understand. Dude's a ghost! How about that? Almost as if he's talking to himself and he doesn't care whether or not his interlocutor knows what he means. She washed up here? Do you mean yesterday? If you know anything about what happened to her last night, please tell me. I do not. Miss Rusey did not come to the library after school yesterday. So she didn't come here either? Thanks. I need to hurry back to the chemistry lab, and you should probably get out of here too. There's a suspicious individual in the building. It was not yesterday that Miss Rusey came here. It was just now. What? He's gone. The morning dove who just spoke to me has disappeared. Did he go to the gym? I hope so. I don't really want to consider the possibility, but maybe Sakuya is right. Maybe I am going crazy. I have to last long enough to find her killer. Nageki! Give me some help, man! You're late, Kawara! Blasted feral doves. Sakuya, you're safe! He was pretty worried about you, Ryota. He couldn't sit still the entire time you were gone. Silence, mongrel! Thanks. Sorry for worrying you, Sakuya. Anyway, Sakuya filled me in on your adventures. You want me to hack into the headmaster's computer? Can you do it? Naturally, just leave it to me. Come on, let's go. Oh, welcome back, Quara. Sir, about this control panel. What about it? Can't you tell? It must be the controls for that dome. Right, I suppose it could be. It's locked, though. We were going to have Yuya get into it for us, but... that's illegal, you know? That doesn't matter! Don't you comprehend our situation? I never said you shouldn't do it. We don't have much of a choice, do we? Go on. I like that! It's illegal! But dude, we don't have a choice! Yeah, I didn't say don't do it! Thank you, sir! Well, having Mr. Nanaki's approval certainly helps my conscience. Okay! So, what happened there was the batteries in my headset just crapped out on me, and when it does it on this headset, it creates a very loud hissing, popping, static noise, which really hurts my ears. So that was fun. Anyhow, let's see. He wakes up the computer, and before long, I have no idea what he's doing to it. Wow, I wonder where he learned to do that. I imagine he spends his spare time stealing illegal X-rated videos off the intertubes. Wow! X-rated videos can teach someone how to do this sort of thing. Maybe I should watch more of that. Ryota, just shut the fuck up. There we go. Now then. There. We're logged in as the administrator now. Woohoo! This only has an open and close button. I guess that's pretty straightforward. Well, I'll leave the rest of this to you two. If we press this button, either the dome itself or the hatch will probably open, but with the headmaster dead, we have no way of knowing what's happening outside. If there really is some terrible disaster, then opening the dome could put everybody in danger. I wonder if Mom's at home. I hope she's okay. I'm saving! There is a dangerous individual wandering the premises, and the bird in charge is dead. I think it would be wise to open the dome now. That's true. We did get Yuya to help and everything. We should. Alright, there's a choice here. I saved. So, open it. Let's open it. We need to get everyone out of here. Agreed. And then we can confirm once and for all the talk of a disaster was nonsense. Escape hatch opened. I guess it's not for the whole dome. Well, at least... no matter. All we need to do is get a look outside. Just having the hatch open is better anyway, in case there really is a storm or something out there. The escape hatch will close automatically in 15 minutes. To reopen it, please reboot and try again. It closes on its own? That seems like a risky design. 15 minutes? 15 minutes isn't long enough to get everyone out! Let's go and take a look before it closes. We're going outside again, Mr. Nanaki. If it's safe, we'll organize an evacuation at the gym. Okay! That's a good idea. Maybe I'll come too. Sakazaki. Doctor, what will you two do? Well, I don't have any more business here. I shall return to the lab. Okay. Leaving Scarlet alone with another man would hardly be gentlemanly, so I'll go with the doctor. Okay, Yuya. Well then, let's go, Quara. Shirogane. Very well. Yep. Oh boy, here we go. Where's that hatch? Have you eyes or pickled onions right there? The hatch high above the ground is open. Looks like the control panel worked. I think every birdie should be able to fly up to that. It's a little narrow, so we'll have to go 2 or 3 at a time. But outside, yeah, it's perfectly clear. You can only see the sky, but there's no storm or gale. Nothing but the same calm autumn sky from this morning. No earthquake and no typhoon, and the announcement video was a fake! I think it's safest to assume that the whole thing was a lie. I am curious about the state of things out there, but the door closes on its own, so we had best think carefully before going out. We can't see the city at all. We don't really know what's going on out there, if anything. But if there really is no disaster and this is all some plot surrounding Rusei's death, we need more clues. I'll go. Are you sure? We have no guarantee that it's safe out there. It isn't safe here either. Look, the hatch is open! It is! We can go home! No, you're supposed to be in the gym. You shouldn't go out yet. Like heck we're sticking around with nothing but that bogus explanation from earlier. I can't wait any longer. I'm going out! If they get shot. Wait! Come back! Come back at once! We don't know if it's safe out there yet! Yep! Yeah! They got shot. A gunshot? We have to go help them! Calm down, Kawara. You'll only get yourself shot as well. But... As if to laugh at my shock, the hatch gives an unpleasant rumble and then swings shut. He was shot. As soon as he went out, someone on the other side shot him! It's not a natural disaster. If we go out, we get killed. But why? Oh my god. Third class end. Okay. Alright. Okay. Alright. Okay. Fourth class. Great. Of course, the thing in Japanese that sounds like death. 4? If you guys didn't know that. Yeah. Great. Perfect. Scarlet's corpse delivered without warning through the school. The students gathered without explanation in the gym. The headmaster appearing on screen to announce an emergency situation and then turning up dead. The gray dome enclosing the school. The scarecrow appearing for no apparent reason in the sealed-off building. And now, the students shot dead if they try to escape. Shit, man. What's going on outside? How humiliating! It would seem that things are worse than we ever expected. If only I'd stopped him. There was nothing that we could do that we didn't, Kawara. The last thing you need to do now is start mourning what we've lost. You don't intend to give up now, do you? No, I'm fine. We have to keep going. I think we should keep quiet about this to everyone in the gym. We can explain this to them after we figured out what to do. Yeah, that's probably the best way to do it. Our one chance at escape turns out to be a one-way ticket across the sticks. There's nothing we can do but search for clues inside the school. Oh boy. Where should we go next? Let's go back to the maintenance office. Mr. 1 might have that file open. Very well. Alright, we've returned to the maintenance office. I accidentally clicked past it. I needed to take like a 2-second break, because this is going on so much longer than I ever would have thought. I see. Seems that our worst predictions have come to bear their evil fruit. Our worst predictions? Do you know something? We can predict things without knowing that they will happen. Confusing predictions with reality can be fatal, young one. I've been wondering for a while. Mr. 1, are you really just a maintenance worker? An innocent student was shot. I suppose it's time I introduce myself properly. Leon JB. I am Leon JB, one of the great soaring wings of the Dove Party. S-Class agent, pleased to meet you. The Dove Party? He looks like a cockatiel to me. I have heard of this Dove Party, the secret organization that advocates living in harmony with humans. Correct? You are well informed, young one. It is a noble's duty to be well informed. I feel like I must have missed something. There are two schools of thought driving the politics of today. The Dove Party, who believe we should live peacefully with humans, and the Hawk Party, who believe we should exterminate them. Exterminate? But I thought the wars with humans were over! Do you really believe that everyone just decided to live happily together? Sadly, that's not how the world works. There are still many disagreements between birds and humans, and so the hawks and the doves have come to the fore. We discovered hawk activity at the school, and so I was dispatched to investigate. And what we feared would happen has happened. Wait a minute, are you saying that the hawk party has something to do with St. Pigeonations? It seems hard to believe. The school is known for its tolerant policies towards humans. It even welcomed Rousset as a representative. I cannot confirm nor deny it, but there are a growing number of hawk operatives attached to this school. The headmaster's secret file will probably answer some of your questions. Oh, you got it open! Thank you! That should speed things up a little. Let's look inside. The human representative, to help humans and birds advance Sorry! To help humans and birds advance hand and feather towards a bright and happy future, we have decided to enroll one human in the school starting in the year 2187. They will be the human representative. The pandemic has long since ended, but we must nonetheless be cautious of the risk of infection with Sumatra influenza when making our selection. We will pick a strong, healthy 15-year-old human who displays hereditary resistance to the Sumatra influenza. The human representative. This is talking about Rousset, no matter how we look at it. 2187, that's when we enrolled here. Come on, let's read the rest. The chosen individual will be a symbol of human concession, to wit, a hostage for birds. If the representative is to die in the school, the entire campus will be sealed off, and all the birds inside will be given to the humans as prisoners. Fuck! The seal will be lifted 12 hours after the death is confirmed, and the birds will be delivered to the humans. The school will be declared an extraterritorial zone, and avian protests of any human reprisal will not be tolerated. If Scarlet is to die, so her death was connected to the dome after all. And the important part is this final gruesome exchange! Basically, if anything happens to Scarlet, the representative of humanity, then the entire school takes the blame. So it would seem. They trap us in here to give the humans time to arm themselves. The dome will open in a few hours, but what awaits us outside is a horde of bloodthirsty monkeys. How humorous. It's not humorous at all! So, this was the true face of her enrollment here. I'd rather think that this whole thing was arranged to widen the divide between humans and birds from the start. Seems that way. Indeed, things go deeper here than we ever realized. As you know, the school's public stance is very liberal on the human cohabitation issue. In fact, the school's principal financier, the Ichijo Group, has been heavily involved in human charities for the past 20 years. I've investigated the history of St. Pigeonations extensively, and I have confirmed that it was founded with the ideal of coexistence with humans. Okay. But the Hawk Party has been sending agents here for a long time, eating away at the system. Like a dreadful virus. We have had information about this document for some time. It is real. It's kind of hard to take all this in at once. Just to make sure. For 12 hours, the dome will remain closed. During that time, humans will gather to take revenge. And then, when the dome opens, they will kill every bird in sight. And with that, another era of war between birds and humans will begin. That student who got shot when he flew out the hatch, there are already humans waiting out there with guns. She was discovered this morning, and the dome was raised soon after. So, the time is not from when she died, but from when her death is confirmed. The evacuation was about 2 hours ago? Yeah, it was right about the start of second period. Around 10 o'clock. And so we have until 10 p.m. before we're all killed. You seem awfully calm, Sakuya, even after watching some birdie get shot. Remain calm, Kawara. Do nothing but worry about what's gone wrong, and you'll be next. I do not know who did this, but they were rude the day they decided to tangle with the labelle! What time is it, Mr. Leon? Just past 2. We have only 8 hours then. 8 hours. We have to find an escape route in 8 hours or we'll be killed. But if we go outside, we'll be killed anyway! Just getting outside isn't enough. There has to be another way! My dictionary does not contain the word impossible. We shall continue the investigation. You're very decisive, Sakuya. I'm glad you're here. Do not attempt to flatter me, Kawara. I'm not, I mean it. We found the connection between Scarlet's death and the dome. There's clearly some sort of intrigue behind it all. I don't want to die without knowing the truth. Yeah, that would suck. We better go now. We have to solve this before we run out of time. You are a promising lad. If I were to give you a piece of advice, well, don't miss the forest for the trees. Don't miss the forest for the trees? Sakuya, there's one more file! Operation Hatoful. What is that? I don't know. That's what it says on here. The bottom half is torn off. We can't read it at any rate. I don't feel it has anything hopeful anyway, but that's an awfully friendly name for a confidential document, though. Stupid Japanese. Look, it's spelled hurtful. Whoa, it is! I thought Hatoful just meant hurtful. I suspect that we will find many of the things to come quite hurtful. Right. It was probably something important, given that was in the locked file. Indeed. I hadn't heard of this hurtful thing before, but you might want to look into the school's history. Yeah, the school's history? At any rate, the headmaster must have known what would happen after Furusei died. The escape hatch was no doubt put in place to allow him alone to escape. Which means that maybe he had a guarantee of safety for himself? I don't want to suspect an elder, but it does look that way. Everything going on here is connected. We may well find something of use in the records. Right, let's go look at the school documents then. I'm not the only Dove agent in the school. I'm sure the other will help you as well. Good luck, gentlemen! Time to go look for more clues. Maybe we should write in the notes first.